Oh.
Whiskeylung.
Oh.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Do you read me?
Yeah. No, it worked. Yeah.
Please proceed with the video.
Okay. Thank you. Hate this teleportation stuff. Whew. Okay, that's better. So if my calculations are correct, this should be September the 23rd of 2025. This was the night that the Xhekaj brothers played together in a preseason game against the Philadelphia Flyers. An event that changed the course of the NHL forever.
Always that potential that he could be more.
Out in front, another goal for the Montreal Canadiens.
It was a great game tonight. Lots of interesting stuff happened. Let's talk about it. I'll be honest, I don't ever remember preseasons being this fun. And I think it comes with good reason. I mean, these kids on Montreal are exciting to watch. Like, who are you watching tonight? Who are you watching the game for? Pick your poison. There was Bolduc, Florian, Xhekaj. Maybe you're wondering if Reinbacher is going to take the next big step. What about that tall kid, Tyler Thorpe? And Joshua Roy make himself relevant again? And then that's not even talking about Hudson, Suzuki, Slav, Caulfield, you know, the boring old guys, you know, the 22-year-olds and stuff. This is such a fun time, and it's going for the next 9 months. I'm committed to it, and if you want to join the channel and be part of the community, you can commit to this too. We're well on our way to 16,000 subscribers. Crazy. Can we make it to 20,000 subscribers? If you're already subscribed, don't worry about it. Hit the like button. It helps me out with probably something with YouTube. So let's get into this game. But before I start breaking it down, we have to start where we always start. La formation de départ. Nos attaquants are forwards. We got Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Bolduc, Newhook, Roy, Sammy Blais, Veleno, I said his name right, Rohrer, Tuck, Xhekaj, and Thorpe. No défenseur or defenseman. We got Gouli, we got Hudson, Arber Xhekaj, Alexandre Carrier, Bisson, and Reinbacher. No gardien, our goalies. Starting things off is Jakub Dobesh. And the new guy, Capo Kakkonen. Kakkonen's been around the league for a while. He's had a tough go of it. I think that he deserves another shot. This might be his road to redemption, but without spoiling too much, he has a rough start. And yeah, as alluded to, and if you were listening, Florian and Arber are playing the two Xhekaj brothers. Some are calling them the sheriff and the deputy. I can't remember if Arber said he doesn't like the nickname Wi-Fi, but I wanted to call them Wi-Fi and Hotspot. I don't know if I'd call them that to their faces though. The face-off between two close friends, Nick Suzuki and Christian Dvorak. Dvorak in his bag, getting a big payday in Philly. Looks like he wins the faceoff, but it's a hand pass. He's a little desperate for that win, huh, Dvorak? So they take the faceoff over again, and Suzuki wins the faceoff this time. Montreal spending a lot of time in the offensive zone, and before too long,
He breaking free. The Canadiens captain takes in a line. Hudson one further to Caulfield. All ready for
that's Cole Caulfield. He's ready for October. The assists on that, Suzuki, Hudson, as pure as the driven snow. And the Habs pull in front in a 1-0 game. Energy already is way more excited and upbeat from the game yesterday, which was kind of slow. A couple more goals could have cured yesterday's woes, but they'll make up for it tonight when the Canadiens score the second goal, putting themselves ahead 2-0.
Leno, there's always that potential that he could be more.
Out in front, another goal for the Montreal Canadiens.
And it's Florian Xhekaj. Great job here. I really want to give a lot of credit to Tyler Thorpe. He takes a big hit, keeps his composure, and then puts it in front to Florian. Incredible. Next, we see Gouli getting set up with a big shot from the point. This is one of Gouli's, I think, like 5 shots from the first period. I wasn't keeping track, but he must have had close to 10 by the end of the game. Now we see Slav with a really good opportunity just before the end of the first period. And before things end, Veleno showing some good compete. I really liked his game this game. Yeah, he came off as really showing that he has a high compete. So I would not be surprised to see Veleno making it into the lineup at some point. But that's the end of the first. 2-0 for the Montreal Canadiens. And the second period starts. We see Hudson with a stretch pass to Xhekaj, who gets a good opportunity. And then Rohrer almost gets a crack at it. Not long after that, Slav gets his face opened up by Dvorak.
At the official.
Yuri Slavkovsky went down the tunnel after he took a skate to the face by Christian Dvorak. You could see his cheek get.
This could have been a lot worse. It's so dangerous when they try to stay on their feet and they get their feet up into the air. It's really a wonder that people don't get hurt more often. Now the Habs are on the PK from a penalty they've taken. Sammy Blais goes off script, jumps onto the ice before Newhook is fully changed, and draws a too many men call for that. So the Habs are going to be on a 5-on-3. They battle and they battle through that penalty kill. And I was so impressed with what they were able to do. The kill off the two-man disadvantage. Xhekaj was huge. Guli was huge. Perrier. Veleno was on the penalty kill as well. Just a lot of great hard-working shifts out there. Excellent job by the Canadiens here. You're feeling the Flyers tighten up a little bit. They want to put on a good show. And the game gets a little bit more chippy. So suddenly, Florian Xhekaj takes some exception to something Nick Deslauriers is doing. They drop the gloves. This one might be a little bit ambitious by Florian.
Up against Deslauriers, heavyweight.
But honestly, he didn't do too bad. Didn't do much worse than Arber did back in 2022.
He's here at Deslauriers, spending 2 seasons with the Canadiens.
So now it's like past the 10-minute mark in the second period. Kobesh is going to go off and Kaapo Kähkönen is going to come in and relieve him. And wouldn't you know it, about 10 seconds later, this happens.
A break for the Flyers. The chance here. Richard, he scores.
Richard makes it 2-1. Just an atrocious breakaway here. Reinbacher nervously loses the puck and he can't get back in the foot race either. Yeah, this was very unfortunate. I'm sure that Kähkönen and Reinbacher are feeling the nip of this one a little bit, but not to worry. Captain Clutch is on his way. Make it 3-1.
Time will tell. Slavkovsky back out on the ice, which is good to see. Suzuki, he scores.
Slav, the hero, he comes back, has some repairs, comes back, starts feeding Suzuki. Suzuki, of course, excellent shot selection. Really nice goal here. We get a glimpse at Slav's battle damage. He's already back to bleeding, so he probably needs to head back and get stitched up again. Then Abels takes out Rohrer and then trips Xhekaj. Arber, that is. Arber takes some exception to what just happened. Pulls Abels in, takes off his gloves, wants to get a scrap in. Jealous that his brother probably was able to do it and he wasn't. Unfortunately, they're overwhelmed and we don't really get to see a full-fledged fight here. Canadiens come out with a penalty on that one though, and the ensuing power play, this happens.
Time. Give and go with Dvorak. Tippett, and he scores.
Owen Tippett, power play goal. 3-2 cuts the lead to 1. A little give and go with Devo here. Kähkönen doesn't get in tight enough for this. That's really tough for Kähkönen. Not off to a very good start. However, he does recover. Not in the second period, though. We're going to the third period. 3-2 for the Habs. They take the face-off in the third period. Florian Xhekaj is robbed. Could have gotten his second goal here. Really, he's looking for the Gordie Howe hat trick. He needs an assist. And speaking of Gordie Howe hat tricks, Luke Tuck is going to get into that conversation when he fights McDonald. Tuck gets a fast one in. McDonald gets a couple, and then it's over before it started. So like I said, Kähkönen let in 2 unfortunate quick goals, but he made up for it with this huge save.
Now a break all alone, Sanheim. Short-handed, Sanheim to the backhand. Kähkönen extended.
And a few others. Now we see Hudson get himself into trouble. Again, he gets himself into trouble like this. He's very aggressive offensively. He falls behind Couturier, has to hook to try to stop his attack. Doesn't really stop his attack, but gets a penalty. And there's only a couple of minutes left. You feel like Philly could make a game out of this. We might be going to overtime if they get a quick one. So on the power play, Canadiens trying to kill it. Arber Xhekaj with a great clear. Now Philly pulls their goaltender. They have a 2-man advantage. Can they get a goal to keep this game alive? Arber Xhekaj with another incredible clear. This one could have went in the empty net. And then I thought, wouldn't it be funny if Arber Xhekaj got an empty net goal? Both Xhekajs getting a goal in the same game?
Go.
There it is.
Xhekaj here, second time. Bingo!
One last icing to ice the cake. Arber Xhekaj gets a goal, 4-2. the Montreal Canadiens, and that's how it's going to end. Both Xhekajs with a goal, both kind of with a fight. Arber's didn't really count, but still just, about as memorable a first game together could have been in the preseason. Love to see it. You heard, of course, their mom was in the audience watching the game. Yeah, what a fun game. My thoughts about how everyone played. The only one that I'll admit it, I'm a little bit disappointed with Reinbacher. There was a few flubs this game, and really, I shouldn't be disappointed. He's so brand new. Like, I think there's part of you that just wishes magic would happen, and although his development has been pushed back so much, you still wish that he was like a turnkey and he just worked all of a sudden. Dvorak, I was also a little bit disappointed with. He looked lost at times. But again, that's because there's no chemistry yet built in preseason. So you know what? They're all kind of doing what they have to be doing. Let's not get too critical already. Preseason action, come on. Plus 2 wins, no losses. The cup is ours. I'm joking. That's going to do it for me. It's late. I want to get some good sleep tonight. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching the video, liking, commenting in the video yesterday. It was really cool to see Line Demidov playing together and getting some stuff working. You know what to do. Hit the like button. It helps me out with search results with watch page at the watch page visibility. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you as part of the community. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.